You don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop letting them control you. Life is not suffering. It's just that you will suffer it rather than enjoy it until you let go of your mind's attachments and just go for the ride freely, no matter what happens. Every positive change, every jump to a higher level of energy and awareness involves a rite of passage, each time to ascend to a higher rung on the ladder of personal evolution. You must go through a period of discomfort, of initiation. While some of us act without thinking, too many of us think without acting. Enlightenment is not an attainment, it is a realization. And when you wake up, everything changes, and nothing changes. If a blind man realizes that he can see, has the world changed? Life comes at us in waves. We can't predict or control those waves, but we can learn to surf. There are no mistakes, only lessons. If you don't learn the lesson the first time, they get harder. The journey is what brings us happiness, not the destination. Wake up. If you knew for certain you had a terminal illness, if you had little time left to live, you would waste precious little of it. Well, I'm telling you, you do have a terminal illness. It's called birth. You don't have more than a few years left. No one does. So be happy now, without reason, or you will never be at all. Choice means giving up something you want for something else you want more. Where are you? Here. What time is it? Now. What are you? This moment. The secret of change consists in concentrating one's energy to create the new and not to fight against the old. The universe does not judge us. It only provides consequences and lessons and opportunities to balance and learn through the law of cause and effect. Compassion is the recognition that we are each doing the best we can within the limits of our current beliefs and capacities. Our sense of self-worth is the single most important determinant of the health, abundance, and joy we allow into our lives. Money is neither my God nor my devil. It is a form of energy that tends to make us more of who we already are, whether it's greedy or loving. Faith means living with uncertainty, feeling your way through life, letting your heart guide you like a lantern in the dark. Your fears are not walls, but hurdles. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the conquering of it. Surrender means accepting this moment, this body, and this life with open arms. Surrender involves getting out of your own way and living in accord with a higher will, expressed as the wisdom of the heart. Far more than passive acceptance, surrender uses every challenge as a means of spiritual growth and expanded awareness. Energy follows thought. We move toward, but not beyond what we can imagine. What we assume, expect, or believe creates and colors our experience. By expanding our deepest beliefs about what is possible, we change our experience of life. We are both burdened and blessed by the great responsibility of the will, the power of choice. Our future is determined, in large part, by the choices we make now. We cannot always control our circumstances, but we can and do choose our response to whatever arises. Reclaiming the power of choice, we find the courage to live fully in the world. You can change your life with a simple shift of attention, but to make that simple shift, you have to find your heart. It's the only way. Accept yourself, then transcend yourself. Faith is the courage to live your life as if everything that happens does so for your highest good and learning, like it or not. Before you can see the light, you have to deal with the darkness. Everything you need to know is within you. Listen, feel, trust the body's wisdom. The hours of your life are the most valuable currency you will ever have. How will you spend them? The seasons do not push one another. Neither do clouds race the wind across the sky. All things happen in their own good time. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. There is no path to love. Love is the path. There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. You get no more and no less than what you believe you deserve. Everyone tells you what's good for you. They don't want you to find your own answers. They want you to believe theirs. Allow rather than resist what arises in the present moment, inside or out. Let it be interesting rather than good or bad. Stress happens when your mind resists what is. The only problem in your life is your mind's resistance to life as it unfolds. The time is now. The place is here. Stay in the present. You can do nothing to change the past, and the future will never come exactly as you plan or hope for. Willpower is the key to success. Successful people strive, no matter what they feel, by applying their will to overcome apathy, doubt, or fear. Ultimately, fear of failure generates a vicious circle that creates what is most feared. To break this cycle, you need to make peace with failure. It isn't enough to merely tolerate it. You need to appreciate the failure and use it. Thoughts naturally arise. The point of meditation is not to banish thoughts, but to make peace with them by realizing their lack of substance. This planet is a divine school, and daily life a classroom. Our choice of teachers depends on what we need to learn. If you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you get what you don't want, you suffer. Even when you get exactly what you want, you still suffer. Because you can't hold on to it forever. Live with a peaceful heart. Cultivate a warrior spirit. Pain is a relatively objective physical phenomenon. Suffering is our psychological resistance to what happens. Events may create physical pain, but they do not in themselves create suffering. Resistance creates suffering. Stress happens when your mind resists what is. The only problem in your life is your mind's resistance to life as it unfolds. Dream big, start small, and then connect the dots. Embrace the higher truth that everything comes to pass exactly as it should. Find peace and wisdom by accepting what is. You're a prisoner of your own illusions about yourself and about the world. You have to lose your mind in order to regain your senses. Do you have the courage for it? Do you have the love? If you have enough of one, you will develop the other. Bad people don't go to hell. They are already there. May you find grace as you surrender to life. May you find happiness as you stop seeking it. May you come to trust these laws and inherit the wisdom of the earth. May you reconnect with the heart of nature and feel the blessings of spirit. To be authentic literally means to be your own author. We can do anything, but we can't do everything, at least not at the same time. So think of your priorities not in terms of what activities you do, but when you do them. Timing is everything.